Well, hey, happy 4th of July. I mean, I know it's not actually the 4th, but since I only stream on Sunday, I had two options. I could either conclude Pride Month with a celebration of what is inherently the most gay, unfriendly day of the year, or do my 4th of July stream a day late. So, I decided to go with option 2. Here's Hotline Miami. I'm here to tell you how to kill people. Hold on. Skype messages. And here's Stiq.
I'm cool, but I'm no Michael.
So you saw it.
I occasionally do the backlogs for streams I wasn't at.
This game is controlled with a left and right stick. Press right bumper to punch. Aim for the face.
Fucking leave me out of this.
Once you've knocked someone out, you have to finish him. To do this, you press the A button. You got it? Right bumper to punch, A button to finish. Do you understand me? Don't mess this up.
I see. So, like most games, the A button is the jump button, in the sense that we're getting other people to jump the mortal coil.
You can press the right stick or whatever, or the right trigger to lock onto enemies. Guess who, motherfucker? Guns are very loud and will alert your foes. So plan your moves and use melee weapons when you can. God damn it, you'll just get yourself killed anyway, won't you?
Today's grand post 4th of July lesson: guns are loud. Which is appropriate, considering there seem to be a lot of people in this country who aren't aware of that, apparently.
Yep.
And then, sometimes it's hard to tell which of the guns are fireworks.
Oh, speaking of loud, holy shit, this game is loud. Let me turn it down.
I haven't had the grand fortune of listening to the soundtrack of this game because the volume has been very low to prevent, like, feedback of your exceptionally... I don't know where I'm going with this. Of basically the commentary.
Okay, there we go. Turn the game audio down. Turn the mixer audio down. Turn the actual, like, stream audio up, so now people can probably hear you better.
Horse.
Yes, horse. And who do we have here?
Don't make me laugh on the stream. I'll never stop. You really don't need a 20-minute interlude of me just choking to death on my own laughter.
Okay, I'll just use normal voice for the horse.
No, you can. I'm just gonna have to try really hard.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh, you don't know who you are? Maybe we should leave it that way. But I know you. Look at my face. We've met before, haven't we? I don't know you. Why are you here? You're no guest of mine. Do you really want me to reveal who you are? Knowing oneself is acknowledging one's actions. As of lately, you've done some terrible things. You don't remember me? I'll give you a clue. Does April the 3rd mean anything to you? I believe that was the day of our first encounter. You look like you might be remembering something. I don't know why I'm making him sound like Shadow the Hedgehog.
I got nothing.
Oh. We got an answering message. You have one new message. Boop. Hi, this is Tim at the bakery. The cookies that you ordered should be delivered by now. A list of ingredients are included. Make sure that you read them carefully. The target is a briefcase. Discretion is of essence. Leave target at point F32 inside the dumpster. Failure is not an option. We'll be watching you.
I almost feel like our protagonist might be slightly too behind the ball to grasp an answering machine. Given that his only demonstrable skills thus far seem to have pertained directly to murder. And that's
pretty
a segue
much
into this stupid joke. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? That's right, I am literally only here for the stupid-ass impression. That's my contribution to the human race today.
Oh shit, the game slowed down a lot for me.
That's a bummer.
I hope it's not like skipping a bunch on the stream. Okay, I gotta like, I should have practiced a little before I did this, because I don't normally die this often.
God dang it, Sam.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Shit.
Are you feeling sorry for yourself?
No one tries to get the jump on me. Oh, ugh. Let's see. I kind of want to do a Weird Al impression for this guy, but I can't really do a Weird Al impression. It's so weird. I can't do impressions of like real people. That's my weakness.
Oh, look at me. I'm in the wrong fucking octave for Weird Al Yankovic.
I mean, I guess I'll do my best. Hi there, man. Haven't seen you around. Yeah, I can't do it.
I've heard worse.
Yeah, I've actually met Weird Al before. Got his autograph. Maybe I'll like take a picture of it and like put it as like a bumper on the highlight video.
Sorry, I hadn't got a good look at that animation yet. You just knocked that guy the fuck out.
Yep. I bashed his head in.
Jesus.
Crack!
Yup, definitely should have signed the waiver.
How do I approach this guy? Gonna knock this one out of the park! Shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's very easy to die in this game. It's like you make one mistake, your head is just a pink splatter on the wall.
Jesus.
Come on, get out here. Ah! Oh, I'm still alive. But he's not. Damn it.
Like, this is gruesome, but it's also kind of like, I don't know, idly amusing in a way. Just because it's like, yeah, I mean, you're seeing this hardened motherfucker just fucking mass murdering people, but the edge is slightly deflected by the fact that, because this game is so hard, in essence, the dude doing the frickin' mass murdering is really fucking bad at it.
Pretty much.
Shit, though.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to stop the stream for a moment, turn the bit rate down so that this game doesn't this game is less slow down. It's more graphically intensive than I thought, I guess.
Yeah, I'm picking up on that. It's a very weird hybrid.
Yeah, like You know, it's like it's mostly 2D sprites, but like the 3D is so subtle that you don't even notice it till it slows your computer to a crawl.
Yep, it's just like, hey, take a look at this pixel art, and suddenly you get the fucking end of the stage. It's like, blast processing.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
here's the best mask right here.
Oh my god. Are you fucking real?
I am real as shit, man.
Tony the fucking tiger. Yeah. just
It's great!
This guy is everywhere.
Yeah, you'll know what's up with him later. I'll stop the stream for just a moment. Don't the one viewer who's watching this, which is probably me, don't go anywhere, me. Okay, we are back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. XSplit was being weird.
And that's why I have a wooden splinter embedded in my temple.
Ow.
Not really, just sorry. I like how they tell you that you can throw weapons, and I find that mildly amusing considering how rarely useful that is.
I mean, it can be useful if you have to hit someone far away and you don't have a gun on you.
Sure, I mean, it's definitely useful if you're any fucking good. But you're probably not gonna be by stage 2. At least on a first playthrough anyway, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, here's what Tony can do. He can
Your arms are fucking stretchy.
Yeah, Tony can kill people with his fists.
This reminds me, I kind of lost track of what all the other things, like all the other masks do, if anything, for that matter.
Let's see. Richard is just the default mask that you start the game with, and Rasmus, the owl, there's a puzzle that you can solve at the end of the game to unlock an alternate ending, and basically what Rasmus does is if you have the Rasmus mask on, the puzzle pieces that you find throughout the stages are like more visible.
Huh.
Yeah. Like they glow a little bit.
So for this playthrough, probably not helpful.
Yeah, no. In retrospect, I should have picked up a gun for that.
I too know the perils of getting too attached to punching shit to death. It has cost me many lives in many video games.
Well, the other thing is, in Hotline Miami 2, Tony actually can't use weapons.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Tony the tryhard.
Yeah.
Ooh, that dude just fucking juked the shit out of you.
Yeah. And when Steam Train played this game, people were all like, "Oh, why is the game only running at half speed?" And it's like, it's because the game's very graphic intensive and slows down if you try to record it whatsoever. I've got a high-end graphics card and it's slowing me down.
Shit. Well, indie games optimizes about as well as a friggin'... There's a joke in there, but I have no idea what the hell it is.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna pick up a gun. I don't even care. I ain't even care about it.
Of course, first you must aim.
Hey, I'm locked on. Oh, fuck.
And shooting straight is half the battle.
Okay, shotgun. Best weapon. Best weapon! Oh.
More kill for your skill.
Well, that wasn't so bad, he says after dying like 15 times.
Mm-hmm.
swear I'm not normally this bad at the game. It's the slowdown, I swear.
It's almost like punching everything to death isn't such a great idea. Oh man. Pigs.
I forget what the pig mask does.
It probably turns you into a neo-fascist.
Oh yeah, Mother 3, that's one that I gotta play sometime.
Yeah, it'll probably take you like 40 years, and in that... And about a year after you finally finish the playthrough, that's when we'll get Mother 4. Actually, I've heard a lot of good things about the fan-made Mother 4. It's apparently pretty far along now.
Yeah. Well, I want to finish Mother 1 and 2 before I play Mother 3 on the stream.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. Hey dude, good to see you again. Did you hear about that massacre the other day? A bunch of Ruskies, I heard. No loss if you ask me. They say some maniac wearing a rubber mask did it. Sounds like a scene straight from a slasher flick, huh? Yeah, Flasher, that's totally different. There are two entirely different genres. Slasher is a subgenre of horror. Flasher is a subgenre of porn.
Da na na na. More guns.
Yeah, there we go. That's what the pig does. I'm gonna stick with Tony.
Pow!
Not this time, bitch. Oh god, get out of there, get out of there. Grab a gun, grab a friend. Hold on. Well, guess who just got paid?
Well, shit. Here's an intense dedication to his craft.
Ah, fuck.
You are not heavy weapons guy.
No, this is not my weapon. Punch, punch. Yeah, best not to go in there fists blazing. Guns blazing, that's better.
Admittedly, if you did walk in and your hands were on fire, I imagine it would probably distract them momentarily. You seriously just knocked him the fuck out by throwing a gun at his head.
Indeed.
Holy shit.
Whew.
I will never get used to the fact that when you're wearing that mask, your punches literally one-hit kill people.
Yeah, that's why Tony's the best mask. Oh, except Don Juan. Don Juan will come later.
Oh shit, I don't think I'm ready for this.
Okay, you wanna know what Don Juan does?
Oh shit.
You can kill people by slamming the door on them.
That's beautiful. And now I sound like a psychopath. Good job, me.
I've probably said more disturbing things on this very stream.
Yeah. Probably won't be the last time either. But for real though, I mean, gruesome as this game is, like from a gameplay standpoint, like the idea that you can like imagine if like Team Fortress 2, if there were doors and you could just fucking one-hit kill heavies by slamming the door in their face. That would be... well, it would probably be horribly unbalanced, but it would be amusing at least.
Oh shit. I forgot I still need a gun. Gotta do everything by myself, huh? There's a gun. Fuck!
I think you ran out of bullets.
It's not legit back shit.
Well, you know what they say. Never bring a fist to a fist fight.
Yeah, I definitely should have remembered to bring a shotgun.
That dude takes a lot of punishment.
Well, I think he's wearing Kevlar.
Jesus. Well, okay, I get that, but still, Jesus Christ. He took 3 fucking shotgun blasts to the chest.
Oh God! Please don't. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Well, that was gnarly.
the boss deaths in this game are pretty gruesome. Yeah, just get it over with. I knew it would end like this. No, let's get you out of here. B. Remember Newgrounds? Remember the Clock Crew?
I remember, it definitely existed.
Oh, there's Don Juan.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait. Cutscene first. Hi there, welcome. You don't look well, sir. Are you alright? Are you sure it's okay for you to be drinking? Alright. Then I'll get you something special. Do you like sweet or sour? Or maybe you want it bitter? There you go, sir. Enjoy.
Huh. Alright then.
Yeah, so I will take this drink glass full of money.
Shit.
Liquid money.
I can feel myself getting richer with every drop.
Oh, it's you again! It looks like you've been busy since we last met. I see that you remember me now, don't you? But you still don't know who I am. You don't even know who introduced us, do you? Why did you come back here? You're not a nice person, are you? You make me sick. The picture is starting to take form here. I wonder if it's accurate. Some pieces don't quite seem to fit. Or maybe I just don't like the way it looks. I think our time is up, but we'll meet again. Before you go, here's 4 questions to ponder. Question number 1. Do you like hurting other people? Question number 2. Who are leaving messages on your answering machine? Question number 3. Where are you right now? And the final question. Why are we having this conversation? That's all for now. See you soon.
I've got to get those damn 4 questions answered.
Hey, let me tell you a little something about Richard. Okay, you know how Richard is a rooster mask.
Oh god, is this going where I think it is?
Yep. Richard is a rooster mask, but Richard is also the full form of Dick. So it's like
He's a cock.
it's a circular pun. Dick, rooster, cock, Dick.
You were digging for that one, didn't you, you bastards?
And Don Juan, I'm pretty sure that's a that's a horse dick joke.
Well, that's news to me. Okay.
So yeah, I guess I guess this was not the most successful first game, but you know, we'll take a break and then play something a little easier on my computer, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh boy. All right, so what you're saying is that you're gonna boot up Sonic the Hedgehog because it's a less graphically intensive game, and you've got to go fast.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
after all this slowdown, I gotta go fast.
All right, I'm done. I'll be back after the break, but I just that was this was the necessary part of my attendance was I had to make the incredibly forced joke.
Alright, so, we'll be right back.
I think we're going.
I certainly know the game is, okay, we're good.
Aye.
So yeah, here we are playing Sonic the Hedgehog, because you may or may not have known, but Sonic was apparently inspired by, like, you know, American action heroes. Because, you know, he's got that free spirit, and, you know, the obvious red, white, blue color scheme. So, and I couldn't think of anything else to play today, so why not?
Ah, yes, the great American hedgehogs. Truly one of the most important parts of our heritage. Don't you know? During the Revolutionary War, we launched them out of catapults. They roamed the plains alongside their noble cousin, the bison.
And then we launched 1,000 furries.
Oh man! Like, I'm almost entirely confident that even the furry community does not understand what happened with Sonic there.
And as you can see, I am terrible at these bonus stages. But I'm not even care, because,
I'm not even care. Good.
because the Chaos Emeralds do jack shit in this first installment. It's like, oh, they make the ending slightly trippier. Okay.
Great. Well, yeah, you know, I'm gonna dedicate my commentary for this stream to all you 20-somethings out there. I mean, you know, Sonic is about 25-ish soon, and you know, he doesn't have his life together.
That is a very excellent point you raised there. He's like that kid who had big dreams in high school, but they just sort of fell through, and no one really knows why. What the fuck did I just do there?
Skill, my friend. Skill.
Wow, there was no excuse for that. There was no excuse. Oh, I forgot you can't spin dash in this game. Okay, shield, we're good. Rings, we're good.
Shelled.
Motorcycle ladybug thing, we're not good.
You know, sometimes I think to myself that, like, Sonic Adventure was the turning point where the series really got weird. But, then I remember, that Sonic 2 had Oil Ocean Zone.
Oh yeah, what was up with pretty much everything in that zone?
I don't know.
Like, first of all, why is there oil everywhere? Second, what's with the weird plunger things and all the spikes?
Like, by no means is that the weirdest that Sonic ever got by a long shot. Maybe not even the weirdest thing in Sonic 2, but, it was definitely topical.
Yeah, it was the most, like...
Like, okay, apparently Sonic lives on a planet with oil refineries. That's
I want to say it was. Oh, it's pause time. I want to say it was. It was the stage with the largest volume of weird things in that game. Not necessarily the weirdest things, just the largest volume of weird things.
you see. I like that. In the what did they call them? I don't know if it was an art book or kind of one of those fan encyclopedias or both. But I remember they retroactively gave a name to that stuff that you see in Chemical Plant Zone.
Oh, the purple water.
Yeah. It was it's they actually gave it a chemical name, which was complete and utter horseshit, by the way. Although it had the decency to use a couple of actual atomic substances in it.
Oh, that's cool.
But it was like hydromorpha something, sonic chloride or something.
Sonic chloride.
Yes.
What?
But no, this isn't the best part. It's basically like its given name was Mega Mac.
Mega Mac.
Yep. M-A-C-K.
You know, that doesn't sound too far-fetched for, like, Genesis-era Sonic. Genesis-era American Sonic.
Oh, man.
It's like, you gotta admit, like, as cool as the Genesis games were, the American version had a lot of really cheesy names for things.
Speaking of cheesy, why is my beautiful head drifting off into deep space? You're welcome.
I just wanna, like... Sometimes I like to recite certain mimetic Robotnik lines in the different voices. Like... Cause, like, I can, like, imitate a fair amount of the different voices Robotnik has had over the years. My favorite one to do is Dean Bristow's Robotnik, God rest his soul. It's like, snooping as usual, I see. I am Dr. Robotnik, and I say what I want. I say ping us. I say pushy. I say butt. I say crud and sludge. And I continue to be horrible at the special stages.
I kind of, there's a very, immature part of me that wants to hear, like, a good Mike Pollock impression, reading, like, some of the really terrible, like, comic edits.
Oh. I think I did that some time ago, didn't I?
You did it in the, oh, well, what's his name? God rest his soul. The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, Long Gone Baldry?
Yeah, the dude who had the singing career.
Wait, why am I going this way?
Yeah, you did one of those. Although I don't know, I just kind of Mike Pollock voice, candle sniffing fuck fence, go climb a wall of dicks.
Candle sniffing fuck fence, go climb a wall of dicks.
Well, that's on recording now. Oh man. I do, he was really good-natured though. They, when they got him to actually, read the snooping as usual line. Oh man. He really has. I think he's a very big part of the reason why modern Sonic even stayed afloat after like I actually I don't quite have the same opinion of Griffith that a lot of people did. I think he did a pretty passable Shadow, and while his old Sonic was pretty bad, I think he pretty much had his act together by Sonic and the Black Knight.
Yeah.
And it's hard to tell how much of that was him being, like, legit bad and how much was, like, your director is shit. Because it's clear that he can...
That's true.
Whether it was practice or just not having good direction before, it's very clear that Griffith is capable of emoting and having relatively good voice acting. It's just that, sadly, most of that didn't make it into any of the games that were any good.
Yeah, it is true that some bad voice acting jobs can be blamed squarely on the directing. Like,
man.
Like the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure OVA from the 90s. That had horrible voice acting, but it's like, I remember looking up the filmography of the guy who did Dio's voice, and I don't remember who it is, but I remember seeing some role of his, and I was like, no way, he did that character? It's like, why did he sound so bad in the JoJo OVA then?
I also think at least a small part of the reason why Dio gets such a terrible rap in the OVA is I think there were a lot of people who didn't know about the OVA until the Antfish abridged series. Mm-hmm. And I think there are these people who just cannot get over the idea of Dio being played by Tim Curry.
Oh, so it's kind of like he was overshadowed by
a little bit
by Antfish.
A little bit. To be honest, though, I think outside of, like, the joke, I think that would be a god-awful match for the character.
Tim Curry as Dio?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Dude is really talented at the voice he's known for, but, it does a very poor job of illustrating Dio's supposed charisma, I think. Mm-hmm. So you just kind of end up, like, trying to wrap your head around this dude's, like, appeal and his almost mind control-like ability to convince people to work for him. And then you're just kind of stuck on, I, Dio Brando, shall discover the weakness of my ancient nemesis and take over the world with the world. And it just kind of like, yeah, no, that would have that's completely fucking unprofessional. No offense to Tim Curry. Tim Curry has done a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah. Tim Curry's great.
It's just like he's kind of a comedy villain, so you have to play that really close to the vest. And he's been in a couple of roles where they sort of tried to run him serious, and it just didn't work. And I mean, the dude, I'm under the impression, at least, I don't know the guy personally.
Oh no! I almost fell into the thing when the Chaos Emerald was within.
Concentration.
Wait. Someone in the chat, why don't you get a banner for this site, bro? Massive income for streamers. I have a banner, what are you talking about?
Clutch. Clutch.
I don't even know where it went.
I don't know either. All I know is it's up, and up is not where we're going.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I see it. I see it. I see it. Got it.
I've been holding my breath.
Oh, and it just occurred to me, Jotaro had to destroy the world to save the world.
By the way, speaking of horrible spoilers, this doesn't really, like, this isn't necessarily, like, a huge, like, plot spoiler, but it's a good, oh, I think you're screwed.
Yeah, I'm pretty screwed. Oh god. Fuck. Yeah, I'm pretty dead. I'm pretty much dead.
This isn't like a huge plot spoiler, but it is a pretty.
Let me actually save state. There we go. I'm not gonna save scum. I'm just gonna save at the beginning of each zone because I don't want to. Like I want to complete this game, but that's gonna be hard to do if I'm sent back to the beginning every time I get a game over.
Yeah, and as we've established, 10,000 years will give you such a crink in the neck. This is a joke where I imply that Sam is bad at video games.
Oh. I get it.
I'm sorry.
I want to just, like, I want to take certain parts from Stardust Crusaders and, like, sync it with Tourette's guy audio. So, like, when Jotaro's fighting Wheel of Fortune, he can just say, I just don't give a shit about Wheel of Fortune anymore!
And this is one of those moments where you have the perfect joke lined up, and then you realize, well, shit, that was my only joke.
Yeah, pretty much. Or no, and then from, like, the scene right after he defeats Dio, you know, just, like, audio from the same video. You guys really pissed me off!
Oh, man. Speaking of things that are also probably going to have to be censored out of the final recording, when, my friends and I were getting caught up on the last episode, we did, not know anything about Stardust Crusaders outside of, like, the OVA and the Abridged series. So, we did not know about what happened after, Dio is defeated, and they pump his blood back into Joseph's body.
Oh,
So suddenly, like, he's fucking surrounded with purple, like, psychic fire, and he's monologuing, and all of us at once were just kind of like, oh, fucking hell. and then it just, when we found out that it was a psych out, we were just kind of simultaneously like, it was a mixture of, god damn it, Araki on the one hand, and just kind of like, yep, that's Joseph on the other. So
yeah, I kind of like that they made it look like it was gonna be a legitimate twist, because the manga doesn't make it anywhere near as dramatic.
And I'm not as big a fan of the of kind of like Aunt Fish's sense of humor. I think his early stuff was kind of insensitive, but what occurs to me in retrospect, and something that all of us have kind of reflected on, is however, like, incredibly crude Joseph is for that entire Abridged series, more faithful to the character than the OVA dub.
That's true.
Because the fact of the matter is, it's made it entirely clear, and I think this was a very deliberate stylistic choice in terms of his writing, that Joseph is kind of a cantankerous smartass with vaguely racist belief systems.
Yeah, pretty much.
Once he gets old, to a lesser extent before he got old.
Yeah, when they went to India, didn't he say something like, oh, you know, they're just a bunch of disease-ridden curry eaters?
I don't remember, but I do remember the scene at the very beginning where he's like, oh, this Japanese coffee tastes awful. That's your American copy, sir. You brought it over on the plane.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think that scene was even in the manga.
You fucking mixed up the coffee grounds with a fucking tea brush.
Also, those like roly-poly things. Back when I was a kid, I thought that was like supposed to be another Sonic.
Oh, shit.
Like, you know, back before Sonic CD was like known by anyone. So, you know, before Metal Sonic was a thing.
Right.
So I'm just like, I'd always try to like pause the game so I could see it, but it always went by too fast. Cause, you know, I was a kid. My reaction time was shit.
As you do. This is one of those times where a spin jump would be not a spin jump, a spin dash would be really helpful, I think.
Yep. Unfortunately, they didn't include that till the second game. Isn't it like... Isn't the in-universe explanation that, like, Tails was the one who taught Sonic how to do the spin dash?
Might be, I don't remember. Although that raises so many questions.
I think that is kind of neat, actually, that, like, you know, Sonic learned from a younger person.
And that is an interesting plot detail, but my main question is, why does he have, disembodied tails? Like, why do they, like, stay on the same relative position of his body when he's spinning at 90
Oh,
miles?
yeah, like...
And I don't think that was that big of a deal in Sonic 2, but it became really obtrusive and obvious in Sonic Advance.
Yeah, just like how does he not just like...
Why this?
Yeah, how does he not just like dislocate his tails when he's helicoptering them?
That's also, yeah, that too. Man.
I'm finding just all sorts of hidden passages by accident.
It's Arms, Sonic's new best buddy. Oh, God. Well, I really just kind of... I just kind of died after, Nipples the Enchilada.
Oh.
Like,
yeah.
mostly though, I'm thankful that, that, you know, like, I no longer have to lie awake at night in suspense for the day where mankind is doomed by somebody coming up with the concept of Nipples the Enchilada. Like, somebody has already utilized that phrase, and mankind has survived. And that's one more apocalypse averted, I guess.
Yeah, but we're also one step closer to the invention of cancifalades.
You may have a point there.
It's always the classics that bring up the topic of cancifalades.
Well, that was not specifically a trend I was aware of, but I'll take your word for it.
I mean, you know, Pokemon, Super Mario Bros. 3, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, God. I forgot that Was that you or me that said something fucking stupid about cancifalades?
It was you.
Oh, God damn it.
You said something like, rental floss ruined my life.
Yeah, that sounds accurate. That sounds like something I would have said.
It changed the course of my destiny.
Yep, that sounds like something I would have said about 2 years ago.
Oh.
You know, like when my IQ was about half. Not half of what it is now, just like one half.
But anyway, yeah, I totally agree with the person in the chat. This was the best game back in the day. I mean, Sonic 2 was my jam, but I think all the Genesis Sonics were good. Except 3D Blast. Fuck that game. Here's the boss. Going to hit him 3 more times? 2 more. If I'm counting correctly. If I can math. God damn it!
Well, you can math, but can you jump?
Can I walk and chew gum? No, sir, I can't.
At least know thyself. That's all we can ask.
Oh, great, and here I am facing Robotnik with no fucking rings. Amazing. Okay, I got him down to half health. Just gotta wait for him to come down. Gotta take my time. I've only got, like, I've got, like, 6 minutes to do this. And I almost fucked myself. Come on, get over here, you little shit. Yeah,
I was about to say, you got there with 0 rings, so watch you get it this time, but I was scared to say anything. I didn't want to psych you out. And this just in from my Skype feed. Apparently Ball of Arms Man is literally the name of a Wonder Woman villain.
Okay, Labyrinth Zone definitely got a safe state here.
The more you know.
Oh, fuck.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I can fix this. I can fix this. Just gotta do this. Just gotta find the stage select code. Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay. I think it's up, down, left, right. That wasn't... I think you have to, like, press A, B, and C after that? Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back. And I'm using the hotkey this time instead of trying to go to the menu. Where it loads state is first, unlike every other emulator in the fucking world.
First world problems.
Yeah, you know.
It's fine.
Apparently Labyrinth Zone was supposed to be the second zone in the game. But they changed it to the 4th one because they realized how ridiculous it is.
This is the introduction of a trend that will continue far into the future of water levels in Sonic games being not so much the most difficult stages, but certainly the most tedious.
Yeah.
Even the
boss was tedious as hell.
Yeah, I would imagine. And then there was Hydropolis, which was cool as shit, but killed me so many times.
Oh yeah, Hydropolis was really cool.
Yeah, the music was fan-fucking-tastic.
I think that's part of what made Sonic 3 the best game. It's like, even the water stage is cool.
Way past cool. Actually, it occurs to me that if I really wanted to make terrible, way past cool jokes, I should probably wait for Sonic CD. Wordplay.
Yeah, way future cool.
Ah, no. That synthetic noise for that track just always killed me. It was just it's I really love how it sounds, but it's such a weird noise.
Yeah. Out of there.
I guess in a way, though, I've always... Whoa, that was risky. But I've always been really fascinated by, like, synthetic instruments that really have no obvious real-world analogs, and I wonder how they got them to make those sounds.
Yeah. Like, trying to remember, trying to think of one. Nothing comes to mind at the moment, but I'm sure I'll think of something.
Yeah, like, I'm sure they have names, and there's, like, cool origin stories for how some of those noises were, like, synthesized originally, but I know fucking jack shit about that, so... Good.
Oh yay, the water's coming down. Yay! And here's this thing. Super buoyant Swiss cheese. I know it's supposed to be a cork or something, but...
Magic sponge. I guess. Although, honestly, that actually makes a kind of sense. I mean, it's not necessarily realistic looking, but it could be visual shorthand for, like, porous stones, which would probably float.
Oh! Who lives in a block of cheese under the sea?
Oh, God. Of course, that would be bringing logic into this, and God knows that's not welcome in Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, people love Sonic Adventure 2, like, to death, and I'm not saying they're wrong to, but the plot of Sonic Adventure 2, even though it was by far, like, one of the more, like, thorough and dramatic ones in the series, and a lot of the ones that came after it were far worse, but the plot of Sonic Adventure 2, when you really analyze it, doesn't make a lick of fucking sense. It just, there's so many questions.
Yep. Like, why does Shadow look exactly like Sonic, even though he's supposedly, like, 40 or 50 years older?
And the byproduct of an experiment where his immediate predecessor was a giant lizard. And,
Yep, the good old bio-lizard.
Yep. And it's like, why did Dr. Gerald want to extinguish humanity? And don't say the obvious, because that, unfortunately, would have made sense if it weren't for the fact that we essentially received confirmation, or alternatively bad retcons, depending on your perspective, that Shadow was the one that wasn't supposed to destroy humanity. It was the bio-lizard that was designed to destroy humanity. So, although I guess there is an argument to be made that that particular bit of information was from Shadow the Hedgehog and technically wasn't canon at the time. But I still can't help but feel like Shadow is significantly less up to the design task of destroying the human race than his immediate predecessor.
Yeah, he's just kind of a tiny little hedgehog. What's a tiny little hedgehog gonna do to humanity?
And I get that he can split time, but I mean, the bio-lizard can crash a fucking space station into the Earth. Come on.
It just occurred to me that, never mind, I'm good. I think the joke I'm about to make is way too obvious.
I haven't figured it out yet, so...
Okay.
Unless you're worried about your dignity.
Okay, Shadow can stop time, and he has an almost identical moveset to his protagonist, who has a red and blue color scheme. You see where I'm going with this?
No. And it's probably going to be really fucking obvious, too.
Dio the Hedgehog.
Well, is Jotaro really, like, red-looking, though, is the question.
Well, I mean, I think in his, like, default color scheme, The shirt he wears under his jacket is red.
Oh, you're probably right, actually, although that gets into a completely different can of worms, because, like, there are no canon color schemes in fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
That is very true. You know, you got...
But,
you got Joseph with blonde hair in one adaptation and gray hair in another.
And then don't forget, I actually think the color shift thing in the anime was probably the smartest thing they could have done with that. Because if you're going off of manga covers, you would just be fucking completely lost about what the hell anyone's color scheme looked like.
Yep.
Well, that was a cool
I think there are some generally accepted colors though, like, you know, Jotaro's coat is blue most of the time, Kakyoin's is green most of the time.
Yeah, I get you. And to be fair, like, I'm not saying that, like, the saying that there are no canon color schemes is a bit of an exaggeration. But I think it was an example of the anime doing a really good job with having really weird, unusual shit to work with. Fancy that weird shit in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I know, what a fucking concept. But well, like they did a really good job of adapting like the sound effect characters that Araki really loved to use.
Oh yeah.
And the color shift thing did a really good job of capturing like Araki's tendency to do covers with good but very like high contrast and very weird color schemes.
Man, I remember getting to Labyrinth Act 3 for the first time and like thinking this really was just a very long water slide segment.
Yeah.
For like, I want to say like 5 minutes before I realized something was up.
And it's a loop, basically.
Yeah.
Nah, makes sense.
It's
Although
like,
that's kind of a dick move.
It's like, this is a really long, you know, introduction to... What the fuck?
Yup. What was I saying before? I've actually, heard a pretty decent argument that Shadow is, like, you know, people talk about Shadow and they say, oh, he's an incredibly edgy, like, stupid character knockoff that was meant to drag in, like, stupid teenagers who don't know what the fuck's up in the world. And,
You don't know Obama?
yeah. And to be fair, I'm not saying that isn't true, but he gets a much worse rap than he deserves, I think. Not on the whole. I mean, if we're looking at every game Shadow has been in since the character was created, no, absolutely. Shadow has had some horrible character defamation over the course of his lifespan as a fictional character. But in his debut game, he really wasn't that bad. I mean, you can make an argument that his incredibly tragic backstory is sympathy bait, and that they didn't have to give him that edgy of a backstory unless they were trying to make him edgy. But at the very least, they made an attempt to justify in-universe why he is the way he is. And it would have been okay, I think, if he had, like, you know, just kind of stayed dead, basically.
Yeah.
He had a decent character arc that had a pretty solid resolution, and I don't hate the idea of Shadow the Hedgehog appearing in other games, but I feel the fact that most of his alteration as a character over the course of Sonic Adventure 2 was kind of swept under the rug when he made reappearances was just kind of an insult to the whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna stand here and say that Shadow the Hedgehog is a fucking pinnacle of artistic development in Sonic Adventure 2, but he was tolerable, and in a fucking Sonic game, in the second Sonic game, please note that any kind of significantly recognizable plot line, at least in the main series, that's not that bad, actually, at least relatively speaking. You know what's kind of horrible and ironic, though?
What?
as terrible as Sonic 2006 is,
That's...
Shadow was far and ahead the best storyline of the three.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's kind of funny how Sonic 06, of all games, was the one that, you know, like... What's the word I'm looking for?
Is the game that sort of gave some kind of a nod to Shadow's character development.
Yeah, like, it...
More so.
I want to say, like, I want to say it's the game that, like, vindicated him, but I don't know if that's the correct usage of that word.
Vindicated the existence of the character, I think, is more what you're saying, as opposed to vindicating him as, like, in-universe for something he did wrong.
Yeah.
It kind of vindicated his past missteps, I guess, in terms of his writing. Although, I do think it's, like, I don't think it was great. I think it was the best of the three in that game, not counting the last story, which was barely a story at all.
Yeah, that wasn't a story, that was a clusterfuck.
Yes, it was essentially a level rush, which is, like, essentially even worse than a boss rush.
Uh-huh.
But, anyway.
Sonic Adventure 2 had that too, but it was nowhere near as bad.
Well, yeah,
It's
what
like-
I mean, here's
like-
two things. One, it was tolerable, and two, it wasn't literally repeating the stages. You know, the stages that we had already repeated, please note. Cut that one a little close. I felt that they did a better service to his character in the really terrible game that everybody hates the most than in the game that's fucking named after him.
Oh, yeah. Yep, definitely.
Like,
This is
for
who
all
I
of its-
am!
for all of its not being as glitchy and having mild, like, yeah, okay, Shadow the Hedgehog from a gameplay standpoint wasn't unforgivable. It was kind of amusing. But it had a lot of incredibly stupid shit that you had to jump through if you wanted to do 100% it. The
Yeah.
casual playthrough of Sonic the Hedgehog wasn't, like, anti-fun or anything. There was cool stuff in it, but on the whole, it was not worth playing the number of consecutive playthroughs it took to fucking 100% that. Especially not since you would play most stages at least 3 times.
Yep. Like, aren't it, like, isn't it, like, something crazy? Like, you have to beat the game 16 times to see the final ending?
Yeah, I believe you're correct.
Yeah, that I think that, like, kept me occupied for about a weekend when we had no internet.
Man. Well, that shows you what you're up against. Shadow the Hedgehog, I would play it if my internet was out for an entire weekend. That pretty much sets the score right there. But no, let's just temporarily ignore the fact that the first 16 endings are basically irrelevant.
Yep.
If we judged Shadow the Hedgehog purely off of the actual canonical ending, it's still shit. And that's what kills me. It's not that they make you play the game 16 times. It's not even the fact that they make you play the game 16 times and it isn't good enough to mandate being played 16 times. It's the fact that they make you play a bad game 16 times while jumping through an increasingly difficult series of sub-requirements for jack shit.
Pretty much.
The canon ending to Shadow the Hedgehog, spoilers, is basically a waste of your fucking time. It essentially, it's a bad retcon of Sonic Adventure 2 that pays lip service to the plot of Sonic Adventure 2 without really, like, adding anything to it. And, yeah.
Yep, I died. Yep, definitely dead. Yep. Good thing I have quote-unquote unlimited continues. And I actually know what to fucking do this time.
One can hope.
Just spent like 15 minutes on that one room. Now if I can just figure out what to do here.
Yeah, no, let's. I think Sonic gets a really bad rap. Like, Sonic Lost Worlds was actually a really good example of the fact that Sonic can still be fun even if it's not about "gotta speed, kid," not 100% of the time. I forget, is that guy still alive? The guy who played Steve Urkel.
Oh yeah. I think.
I was just morbidly curious, really.
Let's find out. Okay, Google.
Time to stop everything because this is an extremely.
Is Jaleel White still alive?
This is an extremely important question.
Okay, it cut me off. Let me ask it again. Is Jaleel White still alive? First result: Jaleel White dead. 2015. Actor killed by celebrity death hoax.
What?
Yeah, and Wikipedia doesn't say anything about him dying, so I'm gonna take that as yes, he's still alive.
I guess he's fine.
God dang it. No! There, finally. Get over here!
Man.
No!
Shit.
What?
Nothing. When you made that noise, it just reminded me of the stupid JoJo's Bizarre Adventure bridge skit for the in-flight. What was it?
Oh, Deborah, can we have sex? No, Ray.
That was spot on, and I'm not sure if I'm proud or disgusted with you. So, anyway.
Ah, fuck. Hate these spikes.
But, yeah, basically, yeah, now retcon, Shadow's part alien, he's meant to be the cure to all the diseases, because he's genetics.
He's not even, like, genetically perfect, he's just an embodiment of genetics.
Sure, why not? He looks like a hedgehog, but he's actually a genetic military experiment or whatever the fuck. It is. Guys, I'm gonna let you in on a fucking secret, okay? We would have bought it if you told us he was a hedgehog. We would have believed you. It's okay.
Fucking science, how does it work?
You don't have to explain why there's a black and red talking hedgehog in your video game in a series about a blue talking hedgehog. This was not a necessary part of. This was not a plot hole that needed to be addressed over the course of this game. It's okay, you guys.
I fucked myself. It's. Don't worry, it's coming back down. I think. I hope. It came back down last time.
And in that moment, let me start that over. And in that moment, Sam knew he fucked up.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Really, Knuckles' character has been going downhill since Sonic Adventure, honestly. I mean, like, in Sonic 3, he kind of actually had a bit of a personality.
Wait, did you see that? Robotnik just, like, disappeared. I passed him, and he vanished.
Shit. I guess that works. Well, like, I feel that his characterization was strongest in Sonic 3. It was almost entirely delivered through pantomime.
Yeah,
but,
for like, yeah.
And Sonic and Knuckles did a bit to develop that a little bit out further, so that we kind of had a better sense of his perspective on being an insufferable asshole.
Oh, okay, it's a good thing I'm not gonna have to, well...
I actually don't think I've seen Starlight Zone before.
Yeah, neither did I for several years. Fuck Labyrinth Zone.
Although I'm on the fence about this, I'm not a huge fan of Amy Rose's character in Sonic Adventure, but can you really call it, like, character decay if she was barely a character before?
This is true.
Like, so I can't really talk shit about Amy Rose, because Amy Rose was almost entirely an improvement, for however you choose to take that.
Yeah, it's like... From day one, she has only had one personality trait, and that is... I'm trying to think of a word here.
Infatuation?
Yeah, an infatuation with Sonic.
Pretty much. And,
God. See, this is... Like, this is what I hate about Sonic 1. Like, I said all the Genesis Sonics were great, but it's like Sonic 1 is the least best.
The least best. Good. Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Because, I mean, like... You know, when they made the game, they were all like, oh, you know, we gotta go fast. The speed, the frame rate is the only thing that Genesis has going for it compared to the Super Nintendo. So we gotta make a character who milks the frame rate for all it's worth. And it's like they turn it around and give you all this platforming bullshit.
The power of blast processing. I think if you curled at the right time, you might be able to just kind of like not have to jump at it. So like I guess you would say that your the controls are pretty bad in these stages, yeah?
Yep.
So you have no chaos control.
I didn't see it until it was inches away from my face.
I derive an intense personal satisfaction from not being funny.
Same, pretty much. Why do you think I do this stream every week?
Mm-hmm. Yep. For a minute there, I thought you were gonna go like fucking full like feel-good ink on me.
Sometimes I do that. Sometimes if I like hold a laugh for really long, I just break into that.
It's time to go gorillas. The theme music literally starts playing suddenly with no warning. I think Sonic Battle is the kind of game that could have never gotten a sequel with its sales, but would have benefited from one. Because there was a good idea in there, but I feel very strongly that it was not properly executed in the game, and that if you really wanted to do like a 2D like Sonic Fighter, you could have done that with similar mechanics, but you would have needed to tune them up a lot. So it's kind of one of those catch-22s where it would have been almost impossible to get right the first time, but it had to have been at least mildly successful in the beginning, or else you wouldn't get the funding you'd need to do a sequel. So yeah, that's one of those pipe dreams.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I think the for me, when I was like when I was 14 when Sonic Battle came out. Like, the biggest appeal for me was the story.
I get you.
It had, like...
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it had, like... I don't want to say it had a deeper story than the Sonic Adventure games.
Yeah.
Because it really didn't. The story was...
I do think I see where you're going with this. It was perhaps better put together, and the different characters, like, were more in sync, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, they did a better job of interconnecting the multiple plot lines.
Yeah.
And, the admittedly kind of tragic direction that they took the Emerald character wasn't bad. I feel probably the best way to put it is Sonic Battle had much better writing than a kind of like relatively almost sort of cash grabby side game really deserved, and I think the people who worked on the writing for that game deserve credit for that.
Yeah.
There was really no mandate from anyone saying that this game had to have fucking stellar writing or else it wasn't going to come off the shelves, because God knows that the past Sonic games haven't held that out.
Something really interesting about Sonic Battle. The Japanese release, like, they had to change almost nothing about the English release, because, get this, the Japanese release already had a full English script included as an option.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Yeah, you just start the game up and they're like, what language do you want to play this in? And yeah, English was available, and it's like, if it weren't for the fact that the game was released in Japan first, you wouldn't even be able to tell that, like, it's not an official English release.
Huh. Well, how about that?
Yeah, I think the only thing they had to change for the English script was, like, one minor swear.
Weird. Which is ironic, because some years later, and we want to know where that damn fourth Chaos Emerald is.
That is true. 4 seconds. 4 seconds.
New record.
Wait. Why didn't it let me continue? I thought I earned a continue in one of the special stages.
I would be willing to wager you might have erased it with save states.
Oh yeah, right. That was before I fucked myself. Oh well, if it proves too difficult to beat with only one life, I can just stage select again.
More like Rage Select. I was going for Rage, but Rave works too, I guess.
Oh.
There's only so long I could go without making jokes that defame your character. Don't you know? Oh, that's fun. Let's put the goalpost right between two of the most unfair hazards in the game. That's great.
Right between two, like...
Okay, I'm calling it now. Fuck Scrap Brain Zone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Look at this shit.
Yeah, it's like, like people always sing Nikola Tesla's praises, but look what he's done. Look what he has done to help Eggman.
Wacky Teddy Roosevelt, always creating death labs.
Ah!
Yep, there's your piece of obligatory American trivia for 5th of July. The whole Eggman was designed after a caricature of Teddy Roosevelt for seemingly no reason.
I think apparently his design was also supposed to be a jab at Mario.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because, you know, just like, you know, fat guy wearing red with a comical mustache.
Right. What the fuck is this?
It's video game logic, is what it is.
Man, that sure is some good design in my Vidya games. It's not dangerous, but it wastes a lot of my time.
Yeah, I mean, this is Sonic, where time is of the essence.
You say that, but in reality, it really does very little to impede your overall progress. It's just it's
That's
a
true.
nuisance.
When you have 10 minutes, wasting a few seconds isn't that big a deal.
Also, if you were playing a game that gave you a 10-minute time limit and legitimately, like, came dangerously close to making you time out, that would be, that's what we would call being an asshole. That's very technical terminology.
I was only able to beat this game with. I was only able to beat Sonic Battle with save states, and now hearing about the final boss, I can't really blame myself.
Yeah, and I beat it legit, but a couple things. First of all, you are forced to play Sonic, which is not a bad thing as such. I mean, Sonic is not substantially worse than any other character. But it does mean that if you had a good custom moveset that you had assembled over the course of the game,
It just throw you off.
Yeah,
it's like in Dragon Ball Xenoverse where you know, you can make your own character, but then during the Ginyu Force saga, you're forced to play as Ginyu for a while. Shit.
clutch, 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 clutch. There we go.
Shit.
Tesla happened.
I like how now we're just calling it a Tesla.
Yes.
It's like we've given up on trying to figure out what its actual name is.
Oh, God. Why are we back here?
Because they knew that it would be the most sadistic option. Rather than scrap Brain Zone Act 3, instead they do Labyrinth Act 4.
That is pure evil. I had forgotten about this entirely, you know.
Okay, give me a bubble, give me a bubble. Yeah! It even has pink water, foreshadowing. I think progress is being made. Don't quote me on that, though.
There I go, being fucking ironic. And
Give it. Come on, come on! Yeah! Woo! Woo!
I grit my teeth for that one.
Bloosh! John Belushi!
Well, there goes every ring.
Don't worry, we're at the final zone. We're not supposed to have rings anyway. Can't believe we're finally here, performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Alright, I think I only need to hit him like 4 more times.
Only 4 more times.
Now
Good.
3. I mean, who knows? It could be like the final boss from Sonic 2, where you have to hit him 16 times.
Oh, goody. I would look forward to that clusterfuck.
That too was foreshadowing to the to Shadow the Hedgehog.
What, that you have to fight the final boss 5 million times?
No, That you have to hit him 16 times, like I have to beat the game 16 times.
Oh. and then you also have to hit the final boss about 1,000,000 times. You know, because reasons. It was a terrible final boss.
Yeah, pretty much. Was it like Devil Doom or something?
Yeah, it was Black Devil, and it was basically a dumb bat-winged mutant on the back of a...
Oh, done it. Game. We beat the game. How does Robotnik run faster than Sonic? I don't understand.
Blue hedgehogs can't melt steel beams.
Yeah, that always has fascinated me, how, like, Robotnik, even though he's like 400 pounds and has obviously skipped leg day, can outrun Sonic.
Game mechanics, my friend. Game mechanics.
Oh god, maybe he has bionic legs like Star Fox.
Well, now you basically have to play Bionic Commando on stream.
I'm debating whether to continue the stream or save Pokemon for another day.
Which one, out of curiosity?
Pokemon Black.
Huh.
Because that's what I was gonna conclude my 4th of July stream with. Because what I was gonna do was I was gonna like leave a bunch of decisions up to democratic vote. So it's like, you know, do we catch this Pokemon or do we leave it alone? And it's like, but I think given how few people are usually in the chat, that's probably not the best idea.
Yeah, you ought to do some advertising before you get that ambitious.
Well, here we go. I'm advertising it right now. Next week, Pokemon Black, Democratic Edition.
Holla, motherfucker.
Think of it as Twitch plays Pokemon, but on a smaller scale and less infested with Reddit memes.
Also, never anarchy.
Yeah, anarchy mode always off. Oh, the other gimmick I was gonna do, I was gonna have like a little, I was gonna have a little counter, like, cause like, you know, in the Pokemon games, healthcare is free, but that is not an accurate reflection of America's situation, so what I'm gonna do is, like, every time... I'll never go to the Pokemon Center, but every time I black out, like, every time my party is wiped out, I'm just gonna, like, have a little counter on the right side of the screen that, like, indicates how much money I owe to the Pokemon Center. So it's like, for that amount of money, I can't, like, spend it on items or anything like that.
Wow, you're going for the dark humor here, aren't you?
Yep.
You might even say it's darker than black.
And what I might or might not do is hack the game to replace one of the starters with Rufflet.
Good. Just fucking good. I don't honestly expect you to do that, but that would fucking kill me.
Because I mean, like, you gotta, like, if you're gonna play a Pokemon game in the celebration of America, you gotta have Rufflet.
This reminds me, there's a university that I'm personally familiar with. They have like an eagle mascot, right? And their mascot's name is Archibald. Archibald the Eagle.
I get it. So yeah, I guess Pokemon will happen next week, and we'll see you guys later. I hope the one of you who saw this had a good time.
I'll be there, so you know, don't come.